So today we will be looking on a new chapter, that is background job. So here there are two transactions which are very important. That is slash SM36 and slash NSM37. Okay. One is for job creation and other is job monitoring.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
Okay. So log in into ECD, that is our development server. So you all can see the screen, right? And you can hear me clearly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll just learn some basics of this background job, of actually what exactly this background job is. Okay. So you all must be aware of that. There is like in every company there is a backup, okay, which has been taken. So like in SAP, what happens is the backup is been scheduled, like it is generally taken when there are less users. Okay. So here we will take one example of background job. Okay, that is backup. This is one of the example. Okay. So generally the backup of the systems are taken when the users are very less. Okay. Less logged in. Now say for example, the customer is in India. Okay. So generally the users, say for example, Tata Motors, okay, which is in India. So generally the users are 24/7. Okay. But the peak users are during the daytime. That is, say for example, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. So when there are more users, okay, so backup is not recommended. So backup is recommended if it is in India. The backup is recommended in the night time. That is, say for example, 12 p.m. Not 12 p.m. 12 a.m. Okay. Or maybe we will see it is at 11 p.m. in the night. Okay. So at this time, there are very less users. Okay. So at that time, the backup is scheduled. So how this backup is scheduled? The backup is scheduled through a background job. Okay. So this is one of the example. Okay. So there are various types of jobs which are scheduled. Say some functional jobs are scheduled, some standard basis jobs are scheduled. Okay. So there are various types of example. So for you to understand it's better, we'll take a simple example, that is backup. Okay. So how many people are aware of this backup concept? Ajinkya, Nilesh or Bharat? Like, are you aware of this backup?
Little, sir.
Okay, you are aware of that, right? So now everyone is using WhatsApp, right? So if you see for maybe 15 days, within 15 days, it automatically asks for the backup. So backup is very important because if anything goes wrong, okay, in the system and we need to restore the data, so the backup is required. Okay. So this backup is scheduled using background job. And which work process is being used? So if you, I don't know how many people has gone through that work process types, that PPT. But if you see here, if I go into the system and work process table, so if you see this, this will be the work process which will be used, right? BTC, that is background. So here, basically, we use the transaction SM36, okay, to create the job. Actually, this background job chapter will be little bit difficult for you to understand, because it will get more understand when you are in the live scenario. Okay, because we can't bring the live scenario here. Only I can show you how we can create the job, okay, or how we can monitor the job. But in the live scenario, it will be more clear. Okay, but still, yes, if you are asked like how we can check, or how you can create the job, or how you can monitor the job, so you should be able to answer the questions. Okay, so if you see here, now say for example, we have taken the example of backup. Okay, so for example, say if we need to create a job Z underscore payroll monthly. Okay, so actually what this job does. Okay, so generally what happens, like in many companies, like say for example in Capgemini. Okay, so in Capgemini, what happens, this payroll job. What is payroll? Payroll is nothing but the salary. Okay, salary is being done automatically using which is integrated with SAP. Okay, and this job is being executed monthly, and then the salary is being credited. Okay, so this job needs to be first thing is it should be created. Okay, and generally what happens, this HR people are responsible for this payroll thing. Okay, so say for example, we will create a job Z underscore payroll monthly. Okay, so what will be the prerequisite to create a job? So the prerequisite will be the job name.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
So what will be the responsibility of basis consultant? The basis consultant, what he needs all these parameters, okay, in order to create this job. So what will be the class, means what will be the priority of the job? Okay, then the time, at what time the job should run, then the frequency, whether it will run hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly. Okay, then the steps, what are the steps involved? Then the variant, selection criteria, then the program involved in this, and the user. Okay, so all these parameters are required to create a job. And generally what happens, if there is some parameters missing or some prerequisite missing while creating this job, then basis consultant needs to coordinate with this SAP HR consultant, for example, or he need to coordinate with, suppose the job, that functional module, like say for example, there is a PP job, which is related to production planning. Okay, then basis needs to coordinate with that production planning consultant, and he needs to get all these details, and then he can create a job using the transaction SM36. Okay, so we'll just try to create this job. I will just show you how we can create it. Okay, so I will give here Z underscore payroll